most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Which is insane to think, and we are insane. Today we're going to talk about our 5 best secrets from 60 years of treating back pain, physical therapy. All right, how many years you got, Brad? Close to 25, right?
Right, within
I did
months.
the addition for him because he looked blank already.
Don't give me that, Bob. It's been a long weekend.
I've been at 35 years, so you add those two together, we're at nearly 60 years, so that's pretty cool. So we got some ideas of what's worked for that time. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. You want to go over and head to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. We're always giving away something. This week, we're giving away a beauty.
What?
We're giving away the Teeter Freestep LT3 Recumbent Crosstrainer.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
So we've been screwing this up every time. We've been saying it's the LT1. They actually are a lot more generous. They're giving away their more expensive bottle. You know, if right now...
We're going to have to do those videos over.
Well, right now, if Marcus is listening to us, Marcus, put a picture of it up there so they can see what it looks like. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So you can also go to Facebook.
Yeah.
The contest will be pinned to the top of the page. You'll find pictures of it there too. Twitter or Instagram or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. So what are the 5 best secrets? I hope you agree with these, Brad, by the way.
Well, Bob, let's just continue on.
All right, you decide too. The first thing, when somebody has back pain, we want to try to get them walking. Walking is like nature's natural balm. It helps calm things down, gets blood flow to it. B-A-L-M.
I don't like that word, but it's an accurate statement.
Do you have a better one?
No, but I'll come up with one later. But anyway, yeah, assuming you're walking, on a flat surface, not uphill, downhill, or uneven.
And assuming you're walking with very good posture.
Right.
Because I see a lot of people. I'm going to stand up, Liz. I always have to warn her because
they cut your head off.
Yeah. I see a lot of people walking like this, Brad. I mean, maybe not just like this, but you've got to get your posture good. And one way to do that is before you start, do the chin tuck so that this is back, but also just grab your wrist and pull back like this. This will pull your shoulders back. It'll stretch your chest a little bit. And every so often while you're walking, you can even grab back like that just to check that, to make sure that your posture is correct.
And if you can't grab your hand, because some people don't have that kind of shoulder flexion, you'll have to, put the dog leash between your hands or something. Anyways, sorry about that, Bob.
The other thing is that, believe it or not, if you're having back pain, a lot of times if you pick up the pace a little bit, there's actually less stress on your back if you're walking a little faster.
Sure.
We've seen this many times in the clinic. Person comes walking in really slow, and they're really having a lot of pain. We say, walk a little faster. I can't walk fast. I have back pain. Then they do it, and it actually decreases a bit.
Sure. Now, there's some, because I've been in this situation a lot of times where my back is really sore, and when I walk, I limp. It just hurts to walk. If it's that serious, you can't start walking.
No.
This is assuming, and then typically once it gets better, then you can start walking. Then it gets better faster.
Right.
Take that in consideration.
You might consider too just taking a little bit shorter stride, because the longer stride you are, the more you get heel strike, and heel strike sends forces up into the back.
Right.
It's a whole physics thing, right, Brad?
Exactly.
Okay. Number 2, you want to find the right directional movement. In most cases, what we have found over 60 years is that there's an exercise that's going to help decrease your pain. And some exercises increase your pain, but if you keep searching, usually there's one that's going to do the job, especially like, let's say you're having pain all the way down your leg. It starts to centralize the pain.
Get rid of the pain up the leg. So we're talking about sciatica.
Yeah. So let's just talk about 3 directional exercises real quick. The most common one that I like to prescribe, especially for sciatica, especially if you don't have spondy or spinal stenosis, is doing some extensions. Hand underneath the shoulders, do some micro press ups to start off with. You're not lifting your pelvis, just doing some micro press ups here, and then eventually you work your way up further and further.
Right. And like when we say directional, that's probably the most common, but there are other ones. Sometimes you have to go to the side. We've got videos on for that. If you're walking like this because it hurts so bad, then you may have to.
Yeah, that's a whole different exercise. The common one. Do you want to just show trunk rotations, Brad?
Yeah.
How about we show one more?
Right. This is one.
Almost everybody can do.
Yeah. So just the
Yeah.
going back and forth. And a lot of times with back pain, you'll find that going towards the wall that way, it kind of hurts, irritates the back. So that's the direction you do not want to go. We want to go a direction. That's what we mean by directional. You go the direction of the pain free. So I'm going to work just this direction. And then every few repetitions, I'll go back to here and see if you can go a little farther. One thing about back pain with all of these is if you do things that make it worse, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
You
Right.
don't use that philosophy, no pain, no gain, because it's just gonna send you off in that bad direction.
And when you find the right directional movement, you're not just doing it once a day.
Right.
You're doing it like 6 to 8 times a day.
Right.
You can do it very fast. I mean, you lay down, do it for a minute, get back up again.
Right. So do 10 press ups.
Do 10 press ups,
Yep.
get up. So, it's something that you need to work on all day long.
Right. So
Yeah.
be aware of what makes it feel better and what doesn't, because a lot of times in my interview with a patient, once they tell me that, I've already got a good idea of
Yeah.
the exercise we're going to do.
Yep. They'll say, every time I bend forward, it gets worse. Every time I stand up, it feels better. Then that's probably extension. That's going to feel better.
Right.
All right. You need to address sitting with almost everybody. We have become a sitting society, and quite often, after a while, you might start off with pretty good posture, but you get tired and you start slouching.
Right.
You sit in a couch and it's soft, so you're going to sink into it. So we try to correct sitting. Just very quickly, Brad, do you want to throw me a couple of the supports here?
2 at once?
Well, one is fine. So, like, especially if you're in a soft couch or a soft chair, you're going to want to have more of a support. So this one would give a little more. Yeah, a throw pillow would work
Yeah,
good too.
because if you don't have a lumbar support, a throw pillow,
Yeah,
especially in a couch or a
especially in a
recliner.
couch, and that's going to provide the arch for your low back and put you in right position. This is probably good for a car or an office chair for someone who is rather large. If they have a large buttock and they have a big gap here. I'm a thinner person, so I don't need much there. This would probably be way fine for me.
Right.
This is the McKenzie lumbar support. Well, we'll put links down below, but seriously, you could try a rolled towel.
Right. I was just looking for a roll towel.
Yeah, I forgot to pull that out.
I
Brad.
just saw it when I walked in, but now I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
that memory thing. Anyways,
Don't go wandering off. You won't come back. I've seen that before. So, Brad, yeah, you got to show yours. That's the
Yeah.
one you happen to have it here today.
I've got spondylolisthesis, or if you have spinal stenosis, you're probably not going to use one of these.
Yeah, that'd probably be too much.
That's going to put pressure. And the nice thing about lumbar supports, you know if it's right, and only you know if it's right, because it's going to make your back feel good.
It should feel good immediately. It's
Right.
not one of those things like, I'm hoping I'm going to work into it.
Can you see this against a black chair, Liz? I know it's... But I use this in my car. I have one in my recliner, and I have one in my riding lawnmower. It's a memory foam, and it covers my whole back. As a matter of fact, we're doing a video on retrolulisthesis, and
Sure.
I think this is going to be a good support for that patient.
I'm excited.
There we go. And I got my blue shirt on, so you can kind of see that. So it's more broad, and the memory foam really adapts to your body.
All right, moving on. So you're going to
Say no more.
control. Again, we have videos that go into better detail on all these. You're going to want to strengthen for long-term success with your back.
Sure.
You're going to want to strengthen your core. And there's nobody that can attest to that better than this guy. Because Brad,
Oh, I better get in the film.
Brad has spondylolisthesis. Do you want to say it again?
Spondylolisthesis.
Spondylolisthesis. And and I'd say most of your success is due to the fact that you strengthened your core.
Right.
Would you say?
That and
That pillow.
that lumbar support
Wow.
made a big difference on being comfortable when I get out of the car. It used to be very painful. That took care of it.
So again, we got whole videos on this. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to show you one right now, Brad.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I'm just going to show. Actually, this is one you don't like to do.
Right. What is
this
it?
Actually, the side plank.
Oh yeah, those kill my back.
So I mean, you could start off on your knees like this and just go up like this.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do, Brad, is I actually I count to 30. I kind of go 1, 2, just to give a little motion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could put a weight in your hand if you wanted.
Yeah, I could. But I actually do them like this. So I get it like this, and I actually lift up like this.
Oh, that's even more aggressive.
Yeah, and I could do a count of 30 of this, and then I do a couple of reps of that.
Right.
So again, we got whole videos on that. Just it's important to strengthen all the muscles that go around and attach into the back and provide like your nature's back belt.
Yeah, I really think the oblique and the transverse are ones a lot of people skip. And
Yep.
I'm going to talk about that in my next video as well. But we don't want to get too many
Stay
details.
tuned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 5, the number 5 best secret is you got to, this is going to sound stupid. Brad kind of alluded to this earlier. You have to avoid the pain makers. If there's something that's causing pain, you got to figure out either to avoid it or you got to figure out how to do it so it doesn't hurt.
Right.
So we're just going to give you one example, getting out of bed.
Yes.
So a lot of people, when they get out of bed, they do this. And this puts a lot of stress on the back. What we prefer is that you roll to your side and actually you roll like a log. And if you're having pain, even with rolling, tighten up your abdomen before you roll. So I tighten it, I roll, and I'm amazed at how many people this helped, Brad. Because I had one person, he could not get out of bed without pain.
Yep.
As soon as he tightened, there was no pain.
Sure.
And then you take your ankles off, feet off, and I'm going to push up with my arms. See how I kept everything nice and straight and pain-free. You want to, again, tighten up while you're doing it, and that'll help decrease the pain.
It's just like putting a back belt on. It's your core back belt.
Brad, I see we're running out of time.
Oh,
Brad and I
hurry up.
can fix just about anything
Except for
a broken arm.
But we're working on it.